Well, match 2 of day 1, Suhana Club Cricket League, November 2023. Priyak Patel to Pratish Thadani. Nicely played off the back foot. The first ball, non-striker Bhargav wants a single. The striker doesn't want it. Punit Balan Super Kings, the team that is batting first. The captain Chris Shah winning the toss and deciding to bat first. All Stars, the team that is fielding, has won the last 3 CCL tournaments. So they are the defending champions. Overpitched, driven. And that looks like Rishabh Bajaj there at mid-off fielding. Well, the familiar trio of Rishabh Bajaj, Puneet Samant, Cookie Lulla. Prakash Karya there. He's there on the square at short mid-wicket. Ronak Dole Patil, the captain, vice captain Prakash Sani Karya. I think we'll have Dhaval Gundesha also in this team. Shortish ball, but played respectfully by Bhargav Patak. And that's a fabulous drive. Straight and as an arrow for a boundary. Super choka. Again, a fabulous cover drive. 2 cracking, rasping drives by Bhargav Patak. And he is smoking. Well, that's a sign of a man in top form. Back-to-back boundaries. Bat making a cracking sound, the cracking of a whip. Fabulous start for Punit Balan Super Kings. A very good start for Punit Balan Super Kings. Those 2 beautiful boundaries by Bhargav Patak, 9 for no loss. Pratish Thadani is now on strike. Let's wait and see who's the new bowler. It looks like Dhaval Gundesha is the new bowler from the Council Hall end, bowling the second for his team and his first. Well, let's see. The power play is on by default, the first 6 overs. So the two fielders out are deep square leg and deep third man. Shortish ball punched straight to covers. The fielder in cover. No run there. Short pitch ball off the back foot, pulled away, boundary. Shot coming onto the batsman, rocking onto the back foot and pulling it between long on and mid wicket for a boundary. Prats. Third of the Balan Super Kings innings. First for Prats. First in the over of Dhaval Gundesha. And now to Shaswani on the offside. $15 for no loss after 1.5. Fabulous delivery, beating the batsman outside off. Good way to end that over. End of 2 overs, 15 for no loss, Punit Balan Super Kings. Electing to bat after winning the toss. In the earlier match, we had the Manpreet and Gigi's Jaguars beating the VK Tigers in the first match. सुहाना मजा आ गया Pune Club Cricket League November 2023 sponsored by Suhana Maza Aa Gaya, live on YouTube on the Pratham Sports management page. 4 teams participating: VK Tigers, Jaguars, Parmar All Stars, Punit Balan Super Kings. Tomorrow the Jaguars versus Balan Super Kings. Match starts at 1 p.m. So Pathak facing Priyak Patel. Oh, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Goes underneath that ball and lofts it over backward square leg fence for a huge sixer. Short ball. Bhargav Pathak bends on one knee and goes under the ball and pulls it over the backward square leg fence for a nice 6. The first one of the Punit Balan Super Kings. batting the first 6 of this innings and this match. Humongous hit. He's striking the ball very, very cleanly. Bhargav Pathak. They blazed away to 21 in 2.1 overs. Steered away, back of the point, single. Both of these youngsters very good between the wickets. Young and athletic, so they're very electric between the stumps. Now they've taken the score to 23 after 2.3. Been a good start. The wicket is playing true, the wicket playing well. There is a bit of everything for both the batsman and the bowler in this wicket. It's a very sporting wicket. Salute to our ground staff. What a fabulous straight drive. Lofted drive over long on. Mid-on rather. Mid-off, mid-on or up. And he just wonderfully played straight through the line and lofted it up. That was in the hitting zone. Delightful textbook cricket stroke. On drive for a boundary. Pleasing to watch such kind of shots, and if a team gets such a blazing start, it gives the confidence to the dugout and the batsmen there. They know that the wicket is playing well. And off the back foot, put away, backward of the square leg, umpire. There goes the fielder there, and as I told you, they are very good between the wickets. 2 runs are taken there by Bhargav Pathak. Team goes to 29. He goes to 22 of just 10 balls. Gives confidence to all the other batsmen in there. A good start is a good advantage for the batting team. And a short mid-wicket, I think that's Prakash Karya. Diving attempt. Just the ball scratches his fingertips but goes to the boundary all the same. They have kept that fielder there for the ball incoming onto the pads with the hope of getting a lofted catch, which I think Anmol Limaye hold out in that area in the earlier match. That is a trap there with that short mid-wicket. But this time, Bhargav Pathak striking clean. Moving on to 26 of 11 balls with 4 boundaries. End of 3 overs, Punit Balan Super Kings, a 33 for no loss. Batting against the defending champions of CCL, Hiren Parmar's Parmar All Stars. And yes, they're a team that lives up to their name of All Stars. They have won the past 3 CCL titles. They won the PCPL, which is a flagship floodlight 6-over tournament, tennis ball tournament of the Pune club. They won that many times. They're a champion team. Prats on strike. Pratish Thadani facing Dhaval Gundesha. So the unique feature of All Stars is they've got 2 left armers. And playing straight through the line and missing completely. Playing across. Lucky not getting an inside edge and dragging that ball onto the wicket. Just going for a premeditated shot. So All Stars have 2 left armers bowling their opening their bowling attack. That's a unique feature. Rarely does a team have 2 left armers open the bowling. And that's a bit overpitched. Nicely placed away backward of point. Priyak Patel does a fabulous job with his feet. He stops that just inside the boundary. And a fabulous job done by Priyak, saving a certain boundary 2 runs all the same. That was delightfully placed there back at a point by Pratish Thadani. But hats off to Priyak Patel, covering almost 30-40 meters to save those 2 runs. You'll generally see opening bat bowlers are kept on boundaries as they are good at running and they have a strong arm. Good delivery there. Both of them are playing sensible cricket except for that flash, rash shot Prats played a few deliveries ago. Otherwise, normally, they are playing every delivery on its merit. 35 for no loss after 3.3. Punit Balan Super Kings. A team owned by the gracious, generous, magnanimous Punit Balan. Now stepping out to it and wide of the reach of, I think that's either Rishabh Bajaj or Puneet Sawant. Boundary there. Stepping out and lofting that one wide of mid-off for a boundary. Good at attacking cricket there. Sighting the ball very well. Pratish earlier used to come in lower order or death, almost close to the tail end. Tapped away towards third man for a single, a good single stolen. So in the last tournament, Pratish Thadani surprised everyone with his fabulous batting. He was promoted up the order and he played amazingly well, and nobody knew that he's capable of that. All his friends also were completely astounded by his ability to bat on the top of the order. And Bhargav Pathak getting an outside edge, and the ball balloons over the head of Vineet Parmar, who had just stepped a few paces up a few deliveries ago. Could have got that one if he was a few yards behind. Getting an outside edge, Bhargav trying to play that into the onside. Lucky to survive, and that too score a boundary. So another one crosses the fence. 4 overs gone, 44 for no loss. Prats Thadani is firmly rooted. Bhargav Pathak is blazing away. The 2 young guns for Punit Balan Super Kings have given their team a romping, thumping start of 44 for no loss after 4 overs. Is there a change of bowling? It looks like Sunny Karia, Prakash Karia is the closest to the umpire. Let's wait and see. A very wily bowler bowls a slow right arm, more of off-spin bowling, but wicket-taking bowler for sure. No doubt about that. And Prakash Karia is fabulous with the bat. He can keep the wickets as well. And both Ronak Dole Patil behind the wicket, he can bowl medium pace, he can bowl spin, he can keep the wickets, and both are thoroughly destructive batsmen. They can open, play in the middle order, down the order. Similarly abled and blessed players, and they are a delight to watch. Prakash is classic textbook. Now he's bowling to Pratish Thadani. Start of the 5th over. Look at that. Fabulous delivery, beating him outside off. Just keeping the length tantalizingly just around the good length, short of good length area. Just a little bit outside off. Mixing the deliveries, the line, the length, the pace, the spin. A thinking cricketer. And the keeper, Ronak Dole Patil, the skipper, he's standing up. A third man is up. Square leg, deep mid wicket. Mid on. Long off. And that's why mid on is up. Punit Balan fielding well there. That's why mid on is up. Then I think it's Rishabh Bajaj who's at long off. Tush Aswani there at extra cover. Wide outside off. But of course not called by the umpire. So that was within the wide. There was short cover. That's a short ball. Yeah, and he does not connect it the way he wanted to. Go straight to Priyak Patel at mid-wicket. Bhargav must be upset with himself. Did not connect. It hit a little lower on the bat than he wanted to. And this time he gets that gap which Bhargav should have aimed. And a boundary for Prats. They are batting completely untroubled, unhassled, unshaken. Both of them are absolutely comfortable. The bowling is not troubling them so far. And that's a boundary. And that's 50 up for Punit Balan, Super Kings 50 after 4.5 overs. Tapped away gently into the leg side. They can come back for 2 if they want to. Yes, they go for it. Pressure on the fielder, misfield, and 2 runs taken by Prats. 52 is the score now. End of 5 overs. A fabulous start given to the Punit Balan Super Kings by these 2 young guns. Prats Thadani on 21 of 16 balls, 3 boundaries. Bhargav Pathak 31 of 14 balls with 5 boundaries and 1 6. Absolutely justifying the decision of the captain Chris Shah to win the toss and bat first. Well, so they have to put up a healthy score. We saw a team that batted first in the first match, the VK Tigers. They scored 157 and still lost. Jaguars chased very well. Dhaval, I think that looks like Rishabh Bajaj is coming into the bowling attack. Let's wait and see. I'm not very sure. It's not Rishabh. It's still Dhaval. Yes. They're so a bit far away from the pavilion. I think it is Dhaval Gundesha. Rishabh Bajaj is there at mid-off. He will surely come and bowl sooner or later. Another capable all-rounder. Another all-rounder is the golden arm of Tush Aswani. I call him the man with the golden arm. Reminds us of Mudassar Nazar. Always almost takes a wicket whenever he bowls. And that's up in the air. Lofted over long off. And that's a fabulous, fabulous lofted off drive by Bhargav Pathak. Going wide and above the head of mid-off there. Fabulous boundary, 56, no loss. Bhargav Pathak raised away to 35 of just 15 deliveries with 6 boundaries, 1 6. This time it's up in the air but falls safely. Now this is what he has to do. He has to control his urge and the ball goes for a boundary again. But of course it was a miss-hit. His controller's instinct of just going and hitting every ball. Now he's coming close to his 50. He should complete his 50. Takes his team to 60 to 5.2 overs. So yes, two of these openers just reminding us of the wonderful start that India got in all the matches in the World Cup. It's a similar kind of a start. Well, of course, all the teams hope that they should not end the way India did in the final. But that's a different story. And that chapter is closed. And a quick single stolen there. Like I told you, they're very sharp. Rapido in between the wickets. Pronto, pronto. 61. And I think they are planning to use Dhaval Gandesha through and through for his 4 overs. He's in his third over, 2.3 overs for 26 runs. Fabulous delivery. Tempting delivery outside. Tantalizing. Just forcing the batsman to play half cock. And just fiddles with it. Lucky not to get an edge. They have a very capable keeper in Ronak Dole Patil. And that's the last over of the power point. What a shot, what a shot. Back foot, pull straight over the bowler's head, wide of mid-on. And that's a fabulous boundary. Short ball, pulling it straight over the bowler's head, and it's 65. They have made fabulous use of the power play restrictions, fielding restrictions. They've exploited the field placements very, very well. Last ball of the power play. And going for that tap outside off, misses it, ending with a dot ball, Dhaval Gandesha. 65 after 6 overs, a fabulous start. A run rate of 10.83, a projected score of 217. Well, even if they go above 180, they are in very, very solid position. $65 for no loss after 6 overs. Prakash Karia will continue. Prakash has replaced Priyag. Let's wait and see whether they'll replace Dhaval Gandesha on the next over. They have a lot of capable bowlers. You have Punit Samant can bowl, Rishabh Bajaj can bowl, Tush Aswani can bowl. Both the teams are power-packed with some exciting talent, young and experienced. Prakash Karia in confabulation with the captain Ronak Dole Patil. Let's see, there's a bit of a change in the field. They want the short wicket is going a little finer, closer to the square leg umpire. Deep mid wicket, Priyak Patel. Long on is on the boundary. The power play is over. So now they have a long off on the boundary, long on the boundary. Extra cover is a little up, closer inside the circle. Then they've got one fielder on the cover boundary. We've got point, slightly shaping up in the backward point position. Third man is up. No fine leg. And oh, that was stepping out, driving it on the up. Karia diving to stop that one, or catch that one rather. He got a hand on it. Valiant attempt by the bowler. That deserves an applause. Well, that did sting his hand like a bee. There was a bit of bite on that shot. Stepping out and driving it straight, but on the up. Of course, was a 50% chance. And Karia doing his best, try to catch it. Coaches A single to long on. 67 is the score now. Coaches are not allowed to go inside. Kindly take note of that. You are breaching the rules if coaches are going. Only the official 12th man is allowed to go inside for any reason. Kindly take note of that. Please tell your loved ones, near dear ones, your fellow members. We are live on YouTube. This tournament throughout the end. Gently tapped away towards point for a single. Good fielding there by the point fielder. We're live on YouTube on the Pratham Sports channel, the Suhana Club Cricket League here at the Pune Club. Last year we had a floodlight winter league. This time we are having it in the daytime. Weather is pleasant in this season, so daytime works as well. Bit short, and of course, beating shot mid-wicket there. That is just tipped his fingertips. It stung him there. The ball really hurts very hard if you get a wrong touch on it. It just brushes your fingertips with that pace on it. But of course, he did take the sting of that ball, or else it was a boundary. 69. Shortish once again, and off the back foot, pulled away, but straight to Rishabh Bajaj at long off. And that goes, that takes the score to 70 for no loss. And once again, a similar shot by Prats to Rishabh Bajaj. End of the second over by Prakash Karya, ending with 2 for 14, Prakash. And they still haven't got a breakthrough. The All-Stars are just waiting for a breakthrough. These two are scoring at will now. They look completely well settled, completely comfortable on the wicket. So definitely a very sizzling, lip-smacking contest is on the cards, ladies and gentlemen. After all, we have the defending champions that are bowling and fielding. And I'm sure they'll give a befitting reply to whatever score these young guns of Punit, Balan, Super Kings post. And the beauty is they've not yet lost a wicket. We have the Pune Club Football League starting on the 11th of December, going on till 16th of December. And of course, like every year, it's going to be completely mesmerizing end-to-end football. Exciting football league, just like every year. We have almost 12 teams. And that is beautifully played away, backward of square for a boundary. Shortage down the leg. So that's Neerav Shah. He's replacing Dhaval Gundesha, as I had wondered last over. I had commented that will they replace Dhaval Gundesha? Yes, they've kept him 1 over behind. They've kept 1 over of Priyak Patel as well in store for the death overs. So Neerav Shah is the new bowler from the Council Hall end. The score is 75 after 7.1 overs. Tapped into covers for a single. Driven straight to touch. Single. End of 8 overs, 78 for no loss. For the first time, the scoring has fallen under 10 runs per over. So a good over by Neerav Shah, just 7 conceded. Other end, Prakash Karia is doing a good job as well with 2 overs, 14 runs. And I think they've gotten the golden arm of Tush Aswani. I call him the man with the golden arm. Very innocuous, harmless, medium pacers he bowls, but very deceptive. Tush Aswani. Vishal. Tush Aswani bowling his first and 9th of the Parmar All-Stars team. Okay, so getting that point almost to a squarish third man. That's third man up, fine leg up, square leg. Tush Aswani starting with the shortish ball, cut away. No slip there, would have been a beautiful catch for the first slip, a boundary. Prats Thadani deliberately playing that fine cut, knows that there is no slip. Third man is up and is wide. He was more towards the point. So boundary there, very intelligent boundary. All those who want to follow the scoring, we are live on Crick Heroes. All you have to type is Club Cricket League, CCL, Club Cricket League, and you can follow the scoring on Crick Heroes as well. We're live on YouTube on the Pratham Sports channel. This time he pitches it up and the ball driven. Oh, and a misfield! A very unlikely misfield there at long off by the long off fielder. So a bonus boundary for the batsman. Into the offside, a diving Neerav in the point area, cannot stop that. Back-to-back boundaries. Prats Thadani is now overtaken Bhargav Pathak. He's on 46 of 30 balls, 8 boundaries. Bhargav Pathak, the non-striker, 44 of 21 balls, 7 boundaries, 1 6. Both these batsmen are close to 50 runs. The team is close to 100 runs, 90 for no loss. Fabulous batting so far. Like I said, Prats Thadani surprised everyone earlier when he was promoted and he went and scored more than 50 runs and everybody was completely astounded by his batting prowess. Since then, he's a top order batsman. And look at that, beautifully pushed there. They can get that second, but Bhargav says let it be. Good fielding there by Priyak Patel, charging very rapidly onto that ball. Bhargav says, well, let's not put extra effort in running. Let's score in boundaries. 47 for Prats, 44 for Bhargav, 91 for Punit Balan Super Kings. Tushaswani continues. 2 more balls to go in his over. Single. Prakash Karya at long on. Bhargav on 45. They are on 42. 92. Sensible cricket. Very sensible cricket. End of that 9th over. 93 for no loss. 15 conceded in Tush Aswani's first over. $93 for no loss in 9 overs. So that's 10.33 runs. The projected score now is 207. You can follow the scoring on Crick Heroes. You can follow the live broadcast on YouTube on Pratham Sports. Neerav Shah will continue from the council hall end in his second over. Let's see. Will they exercise the option of getting other bowlers? I have a feeling next over they would probably get Punit or Rishabh Bajaj from the other end. But for now, Neerav Shah, who bowled well in his first over, conceded just 7, is coming to bowl his second from the council hall end, and facing him is Prats Thadani on 48, on the threshold of his 50. Beautiful delivery by Neerav. Short of length, and Prats just playing it without risk. Off the back foot, punched away into the covers. Tushaswani. A single for Prats. He moves on to 49. Bhargav Pathak on 45. Super Kings, PB, SK. Punit Balan Super Kings, 94 in the Suhana. Maza aa gaya. Club Cricket League, Pune Club. And that's a fabulous cover drive for a boundary. Beautifully placing it between that extra cover and long off for a boundary. Bhargav Pathak. Both the batsmen are on 49 now. Bhargav Pathak facing on the threshold of his 50. 98 for Super Kings, on the threshold of 100. And that's a sixer. Rishabh Bajaj at long off is just a mute spectator. 50 up for Bhargav Pathak. 100 up for Punit Balan Super Kings. In just the 10th over, with that huge 6, he does it with style. He does it in panache. He does it with a statement. 104 after 9.4. Beautifully just placed into the vacant offside area on the square towards a point for a single. Fabulous cricket displayed by these two youngsters. A mix, beautiful mix of aggression and sensibility. Aggression and caution bundled into a beautiful partnership. Now Prats goes for it, and that gets his A 50 for Prats Thadani. Both the youngsters getting their 50s in aplomb in style. Less than run a ball. Prats with 50 in 35 balls and 8 boundaries. Bhargav Patak 56 in 25 balls, 8 boundaries, 2 sixes. These two boys are just blazing away. Fabulous start. 106 in just 10 overs, I can imagine. The projected score is 212. Well, all stars can take a leaf out of the Jaguars book. Jaguars bowled very well in the last 10 overs. That is in the match before this. And they gave just 70 runs in the last 10 overs versus VK Tigers, and that is what got the match. Got them the victory in the match. Tushaswani continues. Tush continues from the Pune club end, bowling his second over to Prats. Beautiful delivery. Trying to cut it outside off, beaten. Cracking drive, cracking drive. But this time Rishabh Bajaj is there at the long off fence. But two rapid runs taken by both these batsmen. They're not resting on their laurels. They're converting the singles into twos. Moving on. Straight to Prakash Karia at long on for a single, 109. 10.3 overs gone. Single again. That's the Nelson on the board, 1-1-1. Inauspicious, suspicious, unfortunate figure in the game of cricket. 3 ones on the scoreboard. Wow. Ending with a single. End of 11 overs, 112 for no loss. After 11, Pratish Thadani 54, Bhargav Patak 58. Projected score 204. Vishal. The Pune Club Football League, 11th to 16th. It's a floodlight affair. Then we have Pune Club Premier League, the PCPL, which is sometime in February. The Pune Club Golf League auction is happening next month. League will probably happen in the first quarter of next year, 2024. A lot of sporting events. The Pune Club Basketball League is in the pipeline. End-to-end sporting action. The most busy sporting club in Pune is the Pune Club. Tremendous enthusiasm by the managing committee under the leadership of President Sunil Handa, Vice President Gaurav Gadok, the managing committee, the sports committee under the chairmanship of Tush Uswani. All the wonderful people, members taking initiative. Akshay Chandi Ramani, Amit Ramnani, Rishi Chainani, the names behind the scenes here for this CCL who have worked hard in getting all the ends tied up. Mr. Dharmendra, the sports coordinator for the Pune Club. Gopal and Bittu and Vishal and all our ground staff do a great job. Our head coach of the Pune Club Cricket Academy, Mr. Sanjay Ladkat. Our team owners, not just this league, but all the leagues as well. Off the back foot. This time straight to Tush on the offside. Where do we go from here? The projected score says 202. Will they cross the second 100? Lofted drive on drive, and that's a boundary. It is too fine. Prakash Kari was too fine. The ball was hit a little squarer of the long on fence for a boundary. Pratt's placing that ball beautifully. Just wide of that long on fielder for a boundary. Very sensibly, no risk shot, going to the pitch of the ball and just hitting it on the up for a boundary. Absolutely comfortable, untroubled. The All-Stars need some innovations on the field if they have to break this partnership. Unless if they prefer the status quo and if they're confident they'll chase any total put up by this team, then it's a different story. That's wide outside off. That is what the pressure does. It's forcing the bowler just to try out something. Once again, now this time straight to Karia. Long on fields, a single. Not getting a clean contact there, playing off the back foot, a single. Vishal. Tush continuing. Third over. His third over. 121 after 12. Healthy scoring rate of 10 is maintained throughout the inning by these two, both on 60. Fabulous drive. Going, stepping out and just straight to long off single. One must really commend and salute the beautiful demeanor of both these batsmen. That's lofted and a sixer. The long off fielder was wide and the ball was hit finer, almost straight above the bowler and the umpire. Stepping out to go into the pitch of that ball and lofted off drive for a six. This time driven into the covers and a good use of the feet there. I think that's Gundesha. Both of these guys are in sparkling form. They're in fine form, fine fettle. They have both played a chanceless, unblemished innings, no life yet, no drop catches. Maybe one odd rash shot here and there, missing the line, not missing the ball, but what a fabulous flick of the legs. Over the head of the backward square leg fielder. Delightful flick of the legs. That was a picture perfect postcard shot. Lifting one leg and flicking that ball off his legs over that square leg fielder. Delightful stroke. Artistic. And that's a sixer. Chakdi. What a beautiful two play shots off the legs by Prat Stradani. Well. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Look at the kind of sound the bat is making. The bat is sounding like a musical instrument in the hands of both these batsmen. Fabulous batting so far. 140 for no loss after just 13 overs. Bhargav Pathak, 67 runs, 31 balls, 8 fours, 3 sixes. Pratish Thadani, 72 runs, 47 balls, 10 boundaries, 1 6. Tush Aswani, 3 overs, 40 runs. Nirav Shah, 3 overs, 29 runs. They have some more bowlers available to them, but they decide to continue with Nirav Shah. Single to Priyag on the offside. The projected score now is 214. And the last 10 matches on this ground, the average score of the team batting first is 158, team batting second is 139 in the 20 overs matches in last 10 matches. That's up in the air. That could be a catch. Just falling short of Tushaswani, who is on the extra cover fence. And plus, the ball was behind the sun. It was difficult for the fielder to sight it. The fielder is directly facing the sun, so difficult catch to judge. And beautiful drive, but straight to the fielder there. Now the fielders are being extra cautious when they're fielding these long shots. One or two misfields have ended in a boundary. And no fielder likes to concede those kind of mistake runs, even the bowler. Going on his knees and beautifully flicking that one. Back out of square leg, between square leg and fine leg for a boundary. Ball was short, going down leg, haunching on his knees and just guiding it back out of square for a boundary. And that is a goner. It's gone. A huge sixer. Bhargav Pathak has blazed away. 150 up for Punit Balan Super Kings. With that 6, they go to 153, no loss. 78 for Bhargav Pathak, 74 for Prats. Going to the pitch of the ball. That is that is a boundary. Oh my God! Unfortunate there. Two good fielders, but mishandled the ball and a boundary. 157 after 14 overs. They have posted a gargantuan, gigantic, humongous, massive total so far. But we've seen 200 being chased in a T20 match here on a white leather ball. So this is not new territory on this ground. We've seen teams chase 200. But considering that the next team batting will be the 4th inning on this wicket. Okay, so after this over, I think they're asking for a drink break. That the umpire will call the drink break. Officially, it's the umpire's call to call for a drink break. And there is a change in the bowling. Rishabh Bajaj. I was always wondering when officially there is no drinks break so far in the tournament, but of course, Oh, 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 oh. Fabulous flick of the legs. A similar kind of shot was played by Prats in the earlier over, and he's almost repeated that. It's a copy-paste file from the last over, from this end. Similar shot, just beautiful, delightful, lofted flick of the legs, delivery pitching on middle, coming onto the leg stump. Bit short, fabulously flicked of the legs. They make batting look so easy. Both these youngsters, 161 for no loss. Wow. Wow. Off the back foot. Off the back foot. Wonderfully placed between mid wicket and long on. Another boundary there. Back-to-back boundaries for Prats. He's delightful. They make batting look like child's play. One could also say they make batting look like a joke. That's how effortlessly they are playing. They need to pull a rabbit out of the hat. All stars. 82 for Prats, 82 for Bhargav. Once again off the legs. Oh, delightful shot. Beautiful shot. This time placed over square leg. It's simply amazing. Drifting not to bowl on the pads is the lesson. Keep the ball away from the pads. Maybe go round the wicket. Try to bowl outside off line. Keep offside dominant field. Leg side, these guys are masters. Fabulous flicks of the leg. 3 similar shots in this over. And he's gone. Finally, Rishabh Bajaj gets a breakthrough there. Prats trying to tinker with that delivery outside off. Gets a faint edge and a fabulous catch taken by Ronak Dhole Patil. Rishabh Bajaj gets a breakthrough. And after conceding 3 boundaries, that wicket, that blood on the tongue, that must be a sweet, sweet taste of success. I think this kid deserves a standing ovation for the kind of batting display he's given. Truly befitting of a standing ovation. Prats Thadani scoring 86 with 53 balls, 13 boundaries, 1 6. Absolute amazing batsmanship. We were thinking that both the openers will score an 100. And far from being happy, he is probably annoyed that he missed his maiden century as an opener. But there's always a next time. Well played, Pratish Thadani. Truly a glorious, swashbuckling, pleasing innings. Something for the record books, something for the memory books, something for history of this tournament. Fabulous. Well, so finally Rishabh Bajaj, after learning through his mistakes of those deliveries on the leg side, considering boundaries, changes the line, pitches outside off and gets a wicket. First wicket. But an historic innings by Prats Thadani. Effortless, delightful batting. And that is befitting of an IPL level player. Let me tell you that. That is the kind of batting is what we saw. Good delivery, good fielding. Now they are a bit energized and charged, a bit of wind under their sails, the All-Stars. They were just getting baked under the sun. They were getting tanned all across the field. And a half-hearted appeal wrapped on the pads. Krish there. End of that over. Successful one for All-Star. Successful one for Rishabh Bajaj. Gets his first and his team's first wicket. 169 for 1 after 15 overs. 30 more deliveries to go. 5 more overs to go. I think we will surely see the first 200 score. We should surely see the first 200 score of this tournament. That is if they continue in the same vein. It's up to Bhargav Pathak to take his team across 200. Also to take his individual score beyond the 3 figures of 100. Prakash Karia from the other end now. And that is lofted over long on for a Chakadi. That's a huge sixer. Maximum. Very first ball is dispatched over the boundary by Bhargav. He is moved on to 88. 2 fat ladies on the scoreboard for Bhargav Pathak. Yes, and now we are on the mid of the 16th. Prakash Karia is bowling to Krish Shah, the left-hander facing the right-hander. And short pitch ball away, flicked away off the legs and beautifully fielded with his legs. And that's a wide outside off. Played on the up, straight to Tush on the cover fence. End of Karya's over. After a long time, they've had a very sedate over. 3 overs, 24 runs for Karya, no wicket yet. Krish Shah on 1. Bhargav Pathak on 90. The projected score is 224, 179 for 1 after 16 overs. So the wicket-taking bowler Rishabh Bajaj will continue. Well, they should have got him a lot earlier, but never too late. He came and he got them a wicket, and they will look some more of that from Rishabh Bajaj. Now, the All-Stars are anxious to see the back of Bhargav Pathak walking towards the pavilion. That is their immediate target. Punit Samant fielding there in the long off area. Single. Rishabh Bajaj. Pritham is there at mid-wicket. Karya at, sorry, it's extra cover, not mid-wicket. It's a lefty on strike. Karya on long off. Going for a swing outside off, missing that one completely. Good delivery by Rishabh. Very well collected by Ronak. Well, Krisha gets into the action now. That is lofted into the covers for a boundary. Pritham is chasing that one. This time it was in the hitting area. And just lofting that over into the covers. Krish Shah and getting his boundary. I think that's his first boundary. He takes his team across to 184. Bhargav Pathak just 9 short of his 100. That's a good shot, but they do have a fielder there. Oh, a straight, a direct hit would have been a trouble. He was short, Krish Shah there. Fabulous fielding. I think that's that Dhaval Gundecha there. At short mid-wicket. Mid-wicket rather. There comes Bhargav. Everybody is looking forward to his century. 91 of 40 balls. King off drive. Goes past that Shah extra cover fielder. Goes past the long off fielder for a boundary. Pitching up this time Rishabh into the hitting zone of Bhargav. And a delightful carpet stroke. Kissing the turf all the way across the fence. .95. Oh, that could have been a huge misunderstanding. Krish Shah sent back by Bhargav Pathak. End of the over by Rishabh Bajaj. He's not happy with the few deliveries. But still, he's the only wicket taker for his team so far. Bhargav is now the non-striker on 95, not out of 42 balls. 189 for 1 after 17. 222 is the projected score. You're watching the Suhana Maza Aa Gaya Club Cricket League at the Pune Club. The winter edition, the summer edition is conducted in April. Karia coming into bowl his last over. That's his personal last over. He's bowled 3 for 24. Every bowler has a quota of 4 as per the rules, T20 rules. So Prakash has bowled well under the circumstances when converting it into a full toss and straight. Balan Super Kings falls in form of the captain Krish Shah. Yeah. Let's wait and see. Who's the new batsman? Name of the new batsman, please. Zamir Sheikh is the new batsman, and he's another swashbuckling hitter. He's a go-getter. And flicked off his legs, beautifully bending down. And he moves on to 99. Ball drifting down the leg side. Hunching down on one knee, going under the ball and just scooping it into the fine leg area for a boundary. 1 run short of his 100, Bhargav Pathak. And that's a 100 century for Bhargav Pathak. A standing ovation from his team. The first century of the Suhana Club Cricket League, Pune Club, November 2023. Fabulous 100 runs. 101 runs, 44 balls, 12 boundaries and 5 sixes. 12 boundaries and 5 sixes. That is massive. Well, he had promised his captain he's going to score an 100 and he has delivered. The score has blazed away to 196 for 2 after. And the over is not yet finished. Karia has to go through a couple of deliveries again. Yes, 2 deliveries to be bowled, remaining to be bowled. That's high, handsome. Humongous 6 over long on. Bhargav Pathak is still 200 up for Punit Balan, Super Kings, a double century for the team. Century for the opener, Bhargav Pathak. 1 more ball to go and Prakash Karia's over. Expensive one, a wicket taking over, but still expensive. Oh, this time completely misses. Lucky it didn't go onto the wickets, beating the keeper as well. Crosses over for a single, which means he keeps the strike. Well, still relatively 4 overs, 37 runs and 1 wicket. That is a bowling analysis of Prakash Karia, who finishes. I think Rishabh Bajaj will come in to bowl his next over. Yeah, requesting all our members, please don't put your litter, your waste, empty water bottles, please keep them in the dustbin. There is a big dustbin near the pavilion. Please do not litter the ground or the dugout with empty bottles. Kindly collect all the empty bottles and put them in the waste bin, which is near the pavilion. Rishabh Bajaj continues his third over. 2 overs, 22 runs, 1 wicket. Bhargav on strike on 107. That's up, that's up. Is anybody going to get it? No, it falls exactly between the two fielders converging on it. Dhaval Gundesha and Tush Haswani there in the short cover area. The ball decides to fall exactly between the fielders. So now throwing caution to wind, Bhargav Pathak. Now there is Zamir taking strike. And he has hooked that one. He goes underneath the ball, and that's a boundary. Short pitch delivery. Sadly, they didn't have a fielder deep in the backward square area. Would have been a good trap. And hooking that one, Zamir Sheikh. Zam Zamir. And if he gets going, we call him Bam Bam Zamir. This time it's over mid-wicket. But a few bounces and Karia fields that one, and they still manage to get 2 runs. That's again up in the air. It's taken. And Bhargav Pathak, oh, that's Zamir Sheikh. Bhargav Pathak is still there. Zamir Sheikh getting an outside edge. Rishabh Bajaj getting another wicket. Tush Haswani not making a mistake. And I think it's Chirag Cookie Lulla who's going into bat now for Punit Balan Super Kings. Zamir Sheikh comes after that short swashbuckling innings. He was sent as a pinch hitter. Chirag Lulla, Cookie Lulla goes in. He'll take strike. Played away into the point area. Well fielded by Tushaswani. Doesn't risk the throw to avoid overthrow and extra runs. A single for Cookie, and he gives strike to the informed Bhargav Pathak. So the most successful bowler for All Stars, Rishabh Bajaj. And almost Yorker length, dug out by Bhargav Pathak. End of Rishabh Bajaj is over. Bhargav keeps the strike. 212 for 3 after 19. And Bhargav Pathak will be on strike. Who is closing the innings? Are they getting in Dhaval Gundesha? Will they get Priyak Patel? Let's wait and see. Or I think they're going in with, looks like it's Punit Samant. Yes, so that should be the rabbit out of the hat. Punit again is a very deceptive bowler. He's a son of Vijay Samant, who is again, we know, we've seen his prowess. As I called, he bowls dead bodies, lifeless deliveries that are very deceptive, wicket taking. And Punit Samant doesn't bowl absolute floaters, but gentle medium pace. Punit Samant bowling the last over from the Council Hall end for Parmar All Stars, the defending champions of the CCL. Fabulous hit. Oh, and that's unfortunate for the fielder. The ball just getting an uneven bounce there and beats the outside hands of the long off fielder. That's a boundary for Pathak. He is blazed away to 113. Punit Balan Super Kings 216 for 3. And in the vacant area between long on and mid wicket, a boundary. $220 for 3. Bhargav Pathak 117. I'm not very sure, but this might be the highest individual score in a CCL match. We will check the record books, but so far I think it is so. Wide down the leg side. Extra ball, extra run. 221. That is a cheeky, audacious shot. Almost a dil scoop like a shot and a boundary. 225. Pathak 121. So a rare dot ball there, not getting the desired effect on that stroke. In fact, not hitting it well. So 2 balls to go. Again decides not to run. He wants to finish with a big hit. I guess this is the only delivery. And getting the desired result. The fielder there, Rishabh Bajaj, just could not see that ball, but it was way above his head, finishing with a huge 6. Finishing with a humongous score of 231 in 20 overs. Bhargav Pathak not out 127, 54 balls, 15 boundaries, 7 sixes. 231 put up by Punit Balan Super Kings. And Parmar All Stars need 232 to win. You're watching the Suhana Maza Aa Gaya Club Cricket League at the Pune Club. Okay, All Stars, can we have your openers, please? All Stars, Parmar All Stars, please send your openers quickly. 232 is the target for Parmar All Stars. Yeah, Prakash Karia, come on, guys. We have to start the match. Yeah, it's more than 10 minutes. The second inning has to resume after 10 minutes, but we've already lost a lot of time. Prakash Karia. Okay, so the opening pair for Parmar All Stars is Ronak Dhole Patil, the captain, and Punit Samant. That is the opening team. 230 is a very demanding total there, and it is going to be every inch of their inner strength and their character is going to be tested while chasing that huge total of 232. Adit Barmecha looks like is going to be the opening bowler for Punit Balan Super Kings. There come the openers. They have the unenviable task of scoring 232. Let's see how they approach this. They say opportunities come in disguised as calamities or unsurmountable challenges. Let's see how All Stars, they're the defending champions. They won this tournament thrice. Let's see how they rise to this occasion. So Ronak Dhole Patil taking strike. The captain leading from the front. First runs of the bat, Ronak Dhole Patil taps it onto the leg side for a single. To 31 needed now. And that's a double life there. And a fabulous diving attempt there, fabulously stopped off that throw. Could have been caught, could have been run out. So living dangerously. Mehul Oswal going with that throw, just missing it by a whisker. 2 runs of the first 2 balls. And that is a boundary to the square leg fence. Short ball pulled away. Flashing on that delivery, wide outside off. It's a wide called by the umpire. नाही मगाशी तर बाहेरच होता. Cutaway square into the point square area. A boundary for Ronak Dole Patil. Making his intentions clear there, Ronak, with that boundary. Two boundaries for Ronak so far. So now a no ball and the obvious free hit after that. The Suhana Maza Aa Gaya Club Cricket League at the Pune Club grounds has kicked off today a 7-day tournament from today. First 4 days is the league phase, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. Then a 4-day gap of 27, 28, 29, 30. And then the eliminators from 1st December, 2 matches. 2nd December, 1 match in the morning. 3rd December, final in the morning. And that's an outside edge cutaway, backward a point for a boundary. Deliberately cut away over that backward point fielder and a boundary. So fabulous off drive for a boundary. And 20 runs in the first over. 20 runs in the first over. A very good start. Positive intent. Befitting reply so far by Ronak Dole Patil. 20 in the first. They can finish most of the chasing in the first 10 overs if they continue the scoring rate of 20. But of course, we know that every over you can't maintain that kind of a scoring rate. But you can try going close to it. First 6 over, power play, field restrictions, only 2 players outside the 30-yard circle. So the outfield, let's wait and see who is the new bowler from the Council Hall end. It looks like, is it going to be Mehul Oswal? Fabulous cut shot off the back foot by Punit there, piercing the field. Backward point and a squarish third man. Both are beaten there. Almost threading a needle there. Punit Samant. 24 and 7 balls. Once again trying to cut that. But not the same result this time. It's a dot ball. 232 is the target. Now 208 needed in 112 balls. A current run rate of 18, a required run rate of 12.14. Fabulous fielding by Kokilula. Just a single. Another fabulous, delightful cut shot off the back foot. Punit Samant judging the length very well. One more ball to go in this one. Playing beautiful second fiddle, Punit Samant there, and supporting his captain with some aggressive strokes. Once again, cut away, but they've got a fielder in the deep on the offside. End of 2 overs, 31 for no loss. A good start by Parmar All-Stars, chasing that 232. A fabulous 231 posted by Punit Balan Super Kings, thanks to a fabulous century scored by Bhargav Pathak. Beautiful 86 runs or so scored by Pratish Thadani. And these two young guns got them to a total of 231. The Parmar All-Stars, the defending champions, have started well in their chase. The wicket is playing well. Captain Chris Shah comes to bowl from the Pune club end. The third over for his team, replacing Adit Barmecha, who conceded around 20 in the first over. So they'll give him a rest and get him back again, the young man. Well fielded by Mehul Oswal. A single. The one simple mantra is self-belief. That is what will take them to the target. Full toss and a 6 over mid-wicket. Just losing a control on the delivery, Krish Shah. Pitching a full toss on the pads of Ronak Dole Patil, and he needs no invitation to dispatch these over the fence. A six. Huge six over mid wicket. 38 for no loss. Now, that is the line and length they need. Absolutely into the block hole or close by. A single. Don't give room to free the arms. Be accurate and immaculate with the line and length. And I think that might go for a review. Yes, the umpire reviews. Some very electric work by Rishi Chainani. That is a DRS there for stumping. Electric work. Punit Saman going for a flashy stroke, missing, and had sort of stepped out outside. Keeper Rishi Chainani for Punit Balan Super Kings. Absolutely electric wicket keeping. That's a not out. Puneet Samant survives. And Punit Balan Super Kings lose one review. So they only have one remaining now. Okay, it was umpire's call, so it's not a review. It's not an official review. That means they still have their two reviews. Beautiful ball, right in the block hole. Very good delivery there. So ending well after conceding that huge six, Krish Shah. End of 3 overs, 39 for no loss. So that's 50 up for Parmar All Stars. 50 up. Punit Samant truly is playing outside of his skin, has risen to the occasion and the challenge. He's playing fabulously, supporting Ronak very well. And cutaway of the back foot. Look at that. The wicket is playing true. The bounce is true. It's a batsman's wicket. More or less. And it's easy to score against the pacers. It does support the slow bowlers. End of Mehul Oswal's over. 4 overs, 53 for no loss. 179 needed in 96. Required rate is 11.19. Current rate is 13.25. As long as the current scoring rate is more than the required rate, the team is in a good position. And of course, they have a healthy number of wickets in hand. So that's a good position to be in for the team. Full toss, and sadly that is not capitalized on. Went straight to the fielder there at long off. .54 is the score. Pratt's being replaced. Bhargav going in for Pratt's now. Wow, that goes through and through. Beats the batsman, beats the keeper. And that looks like Cookie Lulla doing a fabulous job there. I don't know. Can't recognize the fielder from very far. That's Arjun Mutadu. Okay. Well, another fabulous all-rounder. Good with the bat and the ball as well. So that could be termed as a dropped catch, getting outside edge. Appeal for a leg before, and the umpire is absolutely... He's asked for the team review, the player review. Really, the umpire had some animated gestures when he was responding to the player. And the man in question is Ronak Dole Patil, so there's lots and lots at stake. This time it's a team review. Earlier it was an umpire review. Stumping is umpire's review. So, bated breath. Balan Super Kings waiting with bated breath. They know Ronak Dole Patil is the kingpin of the run chase. Of course, they do have Prakash Karia as well. Yeah, the batsman needs some water, please, on the pitch. And that is not out. The fielders are dispersing. The batsman continues to stay at the wicket. It's a not out. So does that mean I can... Yeah, this time they've surely lost a review. So the team has lost one review. Tomorrow we have a match at 1 o'clock. It is Manpreet and Gigi's Jaguars will be playing against Punit Balan Super Kings. The Jaguars have already won. Punit Balan Super Kings are bowling and fielding and defending a huge total of 231. Nice bowling by Chris Shah there, not giving any room, bowling absolutely into the block hole, close to the block hole. Just a single there. The first 2 overs were good scoring overs, but after that, and a fabulous fielding by Bhargav. 1 ball to go on this 5th over, 58 for no loss. Ronak on 37, Punit on 19. And that's played behind a square of the wicket. A long chase for Pinakin Marathe, and the ball beats the fielder, ending with the boundary. 50. It's 62 for no loss. Okay, there is a lot of please keep your valuables in the locker. You can get a lock from us. It's a number lock. There are no duplicate keys for that. So please do not keep your valuables outside or unattended. Please keep them in the lockers. Okay, and please, your empty bottles, kindly put them in the waste bin, please. Do not litter the outfield. 62 is the score. Saurabh Singh comes to bowl, is the new bowler from the Council Hall end. 62 after 5. Well, there is a risky run there. The batsman survives. Pushed off the front foot, just a single. Trying to lift each other's spirit in the outfield, the wicket keeper, the fielding team cheering each other up, chirping going on in the outfield. Off the back foot again, but straight to that fielder there in the cover. Sooner or later, they will target one particular bowler in one of the overs, trying to find the chink in the armor, the loose link in the chain, the bowling chain of Super Kings. Off the back foot, but they have a fielder perfectly placed for that in Pinakin Marathe at square leg. He's a good leg spinner. Sooner or later, we'll see him into action. And in the first match, both the teams made good use of their slow bowlers. What a cracking shot, but straight to the fielder there. Fabulous fielding. It's Mehul Oswal there at the deep point fence. .67 after 6 overs. Parmar All Stars chasing 232 or 67 for no loss after 6. That goes down the leg side. 4 byes. Just kissing the hips of the batsman. That's why it's not a wide. The batsman is inquiring with the umpire. But 4 byes all the same. 4 contactless runs. Swept off the front foot. 73 now. Now the current rate and asking rate are almost the same. Around 11 point few decimals here and there. Okay, straight to the fielder. So now they pulled it back. They are bowling to the field, all their bowlers. Not conceding the easy boundaries. Look at them. They're all delightful strokes, but straight away they are lightning strokes. Hit very hard along the ground, but straight to the fielder. They have to find the gaps whenever possible. Single to Mehul Oswal. End of another very good over by Chris Shah. 3 overs, 22 runs. No maiden, no wicket. 7.33 runs per over. It's a good bowling effort by the captain. Saurabh Singh again is doing fabulous on the other end. 1 over, 5 runs. He also has been equally marvellous. So the power play is finished 1 hour ago. So PK, Pawan Kataria, slow left armer, comes to bowl. Saurabh is bowling very well, so they'll keep him for the death overs, looks like. PK again off the back foot, straight to the fielder on the mid-wicket area. They need at least one big hit every over. Boundary of that misfield, much needed boundary. The boundaries have dried up in the last couple of overs, not coming as frequently as the first 3 overs. Well, another boundary there off an outside edge. Huge appeal. Did that touch his legs and knock the wickets? Pawan Kataria seems to be very enthused, and the man in question is Ronak Dole Patil at the non-striker's end. Some water for Punit, please. Water for Punit Samant. Well, they seemed a little enthused and eager. Pawan Kataria seems confident. If they lose Ronak in such a way, it will be very, very unfortunate. But it's part of the game. Let's see. So that's umpire's review for run out. A stump out or run out is umpire's review. The LBs and the catches, those are the ones which fall in the team review, purview of the team reviews, which team has 2 chances to exercise. Exciting start to the Suhana Maza Aa Gaya Pune Club Cricket League, November 2023 at the Pune Club grounds. Today morning we started this tournament with the auspicious traditional puja of the wicket by the senior officials, the Vice President Gaurav Gadok and other members of the managing committee. Starting with the first match between VK Tigers and Jaguars. Jaguars winning an exciting contest, chasing 157 to win, set up by VK Tigers who batted first. And now we've had a delightful run fest. Bhargav Pathak scoring a century and Punit Balan Super Kings scoring 231. So a very challenging task of 232 is currently being chased by the team batting. That is Parmar All Stars, the defending champions of CCL. Pawan Kataria continues to bowl, and that review by the umpire has gone in favor of the batsman. After 8 overs. It's a pretty decent run chase they've put up. 11 is the current scoring rate. 12 is the asking rate. And it is within the realm of possibility there. It is a batter's wicket. That looks like the last over. Captain Krishna is bowling. Good job done by him. 3 overs, 22 runs. 7.33 per over is not bad at all. That goes into the gap, but the fielder should be able to stop it. Bhargav Pathak, the centurion, stops that one. That's a wide by the umpire. $90 for no loss, 8.1 overs. Cracking shot, but straight to Cookie Lulla there at short mid wicket. Beg your pardon, that is in the offside, so that's extra cover. Ever so gently, the Super Kings have started applying the brakes on the scoring of All Stars. And not getting a clean contact there, getting a bottom edge, Ronak Dole Patil. Just a single to long on. Boundaries are at a premium now. But it's a 50 up for captain Ronak Dole Patel already, 51 now. Well, when you have an appeal from the backward point fielder, that is a little amusing. But all the same, it goes in the flow of the game. End of that over. End of 9, 93 for no loss. The no loss part is exciting. Current run rate 10.33. Required run rate 12.64. Parmar All Stars require 139 runs and 66 balls. Punit Samant on 33 of 25 balls. Ronak Sagar Dole Patil on 51 of 30 balls. PK Pawan Kataria continues from the council hall end. Cut off the back foot, straight to the fielder. Single. 94 now. In the 10th over. This time he manages to get it in the gap. Wide of long off Punit Samant and the boundary. Makes room for himself, leans back and just hits it wide of short cover there. Punit wide of Cookie Lulla and a boundary. 98 for no loss. Cut off the back foot, cut very late. 99 now, one short of 100 in the 10th over. A 100 up for Parmar All Stars, and more or less the same score was made by Punit Balan Super Kings at this stage in the 10th over. 103 for no loss after 10 overs was the score. And off the back foot goes to the fielder there, Mehulo Swal at long off, a single, 101. One more ball to go in this 10th over, so they are going. If you look at the worm of both the teams, the Parmar All Stars are following the same trajectory on the graph as what Punit Balan Super Kings had. They have to continue this for the next 10 overs, 10.1 overs. Played straight back to the fielder, good over by PK. 101 after 10 overs. 232 is the target. सीपिन नाही आहे रेग्युलर आहे बघ तू लावून बघ तुझा होत असेल चार्ज सीपिन नाही आहे रेग्युलर आहे कधी कधी काही काही सॉकेट मध्ये जबरी फास्ट होत कधी कधी काही काही ठिकाणी खूप स्लो होतं घरात पण होतं 75 So they are matching them footstep to footstep. Punit, Balan Super Kings' scoring rate has been matched by the chasing team, Parmar All Stars. And they have very good batsmen down below. Surely Prakash Karia is one. Many more. And I think Spinakin Marathi, the leg spinner, has come. Can be a tricky customer. Punit Samant facing the first over of Pinakin Marathi, bowling the 11th over from the Pune club end. And just plays straight to the line, and that one is just eluded the outstretched hands of Arjun Mutadu there at long off. Arjun getting hand to it, but still can't stop that boundary. It's a 4. That's a white ball. And that's another boundary. Ball beating the diving Kokilula there at extra cover. And 2 back-to-back boundaries in that same area on the long off fence. And that's a boundary in the point fence. Punit Samant is now blazing away, and 50 up for Punit Samant. 50 up for Punit. 51 of 31 balls with 8 boundaries. And he is playing a fabulous, fabulous job. In fact, you can't claim that he's supporting his captain. They are both going in tandem. They're walking, matching step to step. Both are playing equally well. They're supporting each other, supporting the team cause. The current scoring rate is 10.86 runs per over. Required run rate is 12.42, 118 runs and 57 balls. This time short ball, and Kukilula is now gone back on the cover fence, cover boundary. Captain on strike. And Ronak was hoping for a wide. The umpire doesn't agree. Pinakin ends with a with a dot ball, beg your pardon, conceding 14 runs in that one. A couple of boundaries there for Punit Samant. End of 11 overs, 115 for no loss. 13 is asking rate per over. 117 needed in 54 balls. 117 in 9 overs. This is an all-play-all format, so all the 4 teams will come in the eliminator no matter what. But of course, they get 3 matches in the league phase, so they get to know each other's game, know their rivals. The team gets set. The team gets, they work like a well-oiled machine. They can get their bowling, batting, fielding combination right in the league phase. And then go for broke in the eliminator matches. One eliminator. And that is a 6.
बॉल सांभाळून जा बाळा. बॉल कडे लक्ष दे फक्त बाउंड्रीच्या इथे. इट्स अ लेदर बॉल ना. त्या नेटला चालला असेल ना तो त्याच्या.
Punit on strike. 58. His score. Wow! Beautifully lofting it over long off. Sixer. Fabulously making room for himself, measuring that ball, the line and the bounce of that ball. He measured it very well at the last minute. He just extended his back foot behind, got into a perfect stance, and then just fabulously played through the line, lofted it over. Beautiful, beautiful sixer. That was a mathematical strike, I would say. All within a flash of a second, perfectly adjusting his position, judging the bounce, the spin, the turn, his stance, and going for that 6. Delightful 6. 127 after 11.2 for no loss. And playing through the line. No foot movement there. Well, an added single there of that overthrow. Two runs on that delivery. 130 now. 102 runs needed in 49 balls. That is 8.1 overs. Played straight to long on for a single. Ronak Dole Patil keeps the strike. His team moves on to 131. Ronak moves on to 56. Punit Samant, in fact, is now scoring faster than the captain. He's on 65 with 8 boundaries, 2 sixes. Ronak on 56 of 37 balls, 8 boundaries and 1 6. $131 after 12 overs for no loss. So in the last 8 overs, 101 runs are needed. A century of runs needed in 8 overs to tie the score. Saurabh Singh now has changed the end. He's bowled a fabulous single over for just 5 runs. He bowls from the Pune club end now. Ronak Dhole Patil on strike. And they still managed to take that single, going for it. Good communication between both the batsmen. Beautiful delivery there. Trying to punch it off the back foot. Well fielded by Lulla. And that's an outside edge, and the ball going over short third man for a boundary. And that's a 6. Fabulous shot. And it was an intended shot actually. 139, 12.4 overs. Asking rate of 12.68. They are going for it. They're not just going through the formalities, they're going for the target, the victory total. Straight to Motadu at long off. Emulating his captain with that cut shot in the third man area. This time it's a boundary. And end of 13 overs, 144 for no loss. Saurabh Singh conceding 13 runs in that one. Asking rate is 12.57. 144 is the score, 88 runs required in 42 balls. So that's more than 2 runs per delivery. So at this point, after 13 overs, even Punit Balan Super Kings were just around 140. Both the teams are going at the same pace. And it must have raised a few hair and eyebrows in the Punit Balan Super Kings camp. They must break this partnership. Some of the other. Mehul Oswal comes to bowl from the Council Hall end. They have risen to the occasion. They have accepted the challenge. The All-Stars, the defending champions. The Suhana Club Cricket League at the Pune Club, sponsored by Suhana Masale. Nice delivery. He's a nippy bowler, skiddy customer. That ball surprising Ronak Dole Patil there, hitting just close to the bat handle, and that gives a jarring feeling into the hands. Off the back foot, punched away. The captain, Krish, captain to captain. Just a single. Punit on strike. Straight to a fielder again to Krish Shah. Good bowling so far by Mehul. Like I told you, he is very nippy. Nippy and a zippy bowler. The ball skids off the surface. Not easy to get him away. He has been bowling well. 2.3 overs, 27 runs. Going for that heave over there. Completely missing the ball. Rishi Chainani has been very good behind the wickets with the gloves. Ronak Dole Patil trying to heave that one over mid-wicket, completely missing it. 146 now. Asking rate is steadily climbing up to 13.58. 86 runs needed in 38 balls. Played to mid-wicket. Are they going for two? They don't. Just a single. End of 14 overs, 148 for no loss. 84 runs required in 6 overs. Drinks break for the umpires as well as the fielders, the batsmen. Falling short of Mutadu there at long off. Up for Parmar All Stars. 150 up. 82 runs needed now. Or 81 needed in 33 balls. What a shot! What a shot! Straight onto the roof of the clubhouse. It fell on the tiles of the ground floor roof. Humongous six. Connecting clean, connecting straight. It's a sixer. Hoo-ha. 157. Ronak on 74. They need a couple of these. They need one per over at least. So 14.06 is the asking rate. 75 runs and 32 balls. The match is getting exciting. The scoring of this tournament is live on Cricket Heroes. Club Cricket League is the name of the tournament. Suhana Club Cricket League is the title of this tournament. Well, getting wrapped on the pads, trying to pull that one and not making contact. A single there. One ball to go in this over. 158 for no loss. And that's high and handsome. It's a sixer. Huge six over the extra cover fence by Punit Samant. Well, look at them. That shows how sporting this wicket is. 15 overs gone, 164 for no loss, 68 runs needed in 30 balls. Punit Samant on 79 of 43 balls, 9 fours, 3 sixes. Ronak Dhole Patil on 75 of 48 balls, 8 fours and 3 sixes. I think they'll surely get Mehul. Finish the overs of Mehul Oswal. Let's wait and see. I think it looks like last over of Mehul Oswal is remaining. Exciting equation, 68 runs in 30 balls, 68 in the last 5 overs. And that's a bonus boundary there conceded. A misfield by the fielder and 4 runs for the batting team. 168 now for no loss. Straight sixer. Boundary, a 6, boundary 6. They're dealing in maximums now. 174 is the score. Nicely pushing his length a little forward, putting it straight into the legs for a single Mehul. Well, Kokilullah fielding in the cover area. Played off the legs. There's a fielder there at square leg, Saurabh Singh. They don't go for the second. The equation now is 25 balls, 55 runs. Again, but that goes straight to the fielder. Oh, well, that did bounce awkwardly. Credit to Kokilullah there, stopping it from going to the fence. That's end of the 16th over, 179. 53 needed in 24 balls. Asking rate of 13.25. 4 overs and 53 runs needed. Around 12 runs per over. Punit on 82 of 45. Ronak on 87 of 52. Saurabh Singh going for his last over. 3 overs, 34 runs. No wicket. Straight to long on. Well fielded on the boundary. Bhargav Pathak. 180. 52 in 23 balls. Outside edge. Goes to the third man area. No chance for third man, who was up in the gap between the keeper and third man for a boundary. They are making a match of it. They are making a contest of it. They are absolutely going hammer and tongs, a tooth and nail fight. "48 runs and 22 balls needed." Pulled off the back foot. A single to Mehul Oswal at mid-wicket. 185. 47 in 21. Now they will take out the big guns. They will take out the howitzers. They will take out the Bofors cannons. High and handsome, and for a sixer. Straight. A beautiful shot lofted over the long on fielder there, who's just a mute spectator. Fabulous six by Ronak Dole Patil, taking his team to 191. Ronak goes on to 94. And 54 balls, 9 boundaries, 5 sixes. And let's see the equation. 41 runs in 20 balls. 41 runs in 20 balls. Who could have thought? Who could have thought this would happen in the match? And trying to pull that one. The batsman is looking quizzically at the umpire. And the umpire is absolutely not interested. A dot ball. Tried that pull shot. And that spears both the fielders. Straight as an arrow between long on and long off. Ronak Dole Patil races on to 99. 98. Beg your pardon. 98. After that boundary, 98. And 195 after 17 overs. So in the 3 overs, they need 37 in 18 balls. 37 in 18 balls. Equation, 18 balls, 31 runs to win, 37 runs to win in 18 balls, beg your pardon. A fine print at times is not readable. 195. Looks like they're getting Pawan Kataria back into the attack to bowl his last over. 37 runs in 18 balls. Pawan Kataria in the death overs. Not making a clean contact. He was leaning back. Single all the same. Gets Ronak Dole Patel on strike. He needs just 2 runs for a century, which I'm sure won't matter to him at all. What matters is the 36 runs his team needs in 17 balls. 36 runs needed for Parmar All Stars to win in 17 balls. That is an outside edge. That is an outside edge. And it is dropped, sadly. Ronak not going for that run. Hardly. The bowler fielder was charging on that ball and he went on his knees while taking it a drop catch alive. This time he does not repeat that mistake. Strikes it clean. Clean as a whistle over the extra cover boundary. And Punit also goes on beyond 90. He's on 94 now. $203, 200 up for Parmar All Stars. 29 needed in 15. Straight to long off for a single. 28 needed in 14 balls. 1 run needed for Ronak to complete a century. And this time straight to Cookie Lulla and the covers. And that's 100 for Ronak Sagar Dhole Patel, the captain of Parmar All Stars, the defending champions. The great versatile player completes 158 balls with 10 boundaries and 5 sixes. And he has got a bigger job at hand at 27 runs needed in 13 balls for his team to win. Good delivery by PK there. Just a single given by PK. Good way to end the over. The single. Samant keeps the strike on that one. Now he is 4 runs away from his century. And the All-Stars are 26 runs away from their victory target. 26 runs in 12 balls. 13 runs needed per over. Many ways to get to that target, but surely it must include boundaries or sixes or a combination of boundaries and sixes. Singles will not do it. Only twos will not do it. It has to be a mix of singles, doubles, fours, sixes. 2 centuries in 1 T20 match. I think this is historic. This probably hasn't happened before in the Pune Club history of any tournament, or this specifically the CCL. Two centuries, 26 runs in 12 balls. I think that is Fabulous flighted delivery, beating Punit Samant outside off stump. Lucky not to get an edge. That is over the long off fielder for a 6. 100 up for Punit Samant. And a 6 for the team. 212, 20 runs needed in 10 balls. Converting that delivery into the full toss and lofting it over. Driven this time, Kukilula charges from the cover fence, a single there. And now 2 batsmen from the same team, not out, scoring hundreds. I don't think this has ever happened before. Opener scoring centuries. That is a 6. Oh no, he's kept it inside. He has kept it inside. Hats off to Mutadu. And the people outside are saying that it's a 6. Everybody on the outfield is claiming it's a 6. But it is the fielders. The fielder says, I'm not sure. So the umpire is gone to consult with the square leg umpire. So let's see what call they will take. Obviously, the people on the outfield are the All-Stars. That's the All-Stars dugout. They will claim it's a 6. Mutadu is saying he's not very sure. He's not sure whether he's touched it or not. I guess let's wait and see what the umpire does. It's a 6. He's given it a 6. He's given it a 6. My God, this is historic. So they've gone to 219. 13 needed in 8 balls. Ronak on 106. This time they managed to keep it inside. Just a single. Punit comes on strike. 12 needed in 7 balls. Still can be anybody's game. You can't take anything for granted. Both the openers are centurions now. Not out. 220. That's up in the air, up in the air, up in the air, falling between the 2 batsmen. Between the 2 fielders. And the 2 batsmen crossing for a single. Punit Samant keeps the strike. 6 balls and 11 runs needed. Last over, 11 runs needed in 6 balls. This is nail-biting. This is truly thrilling, scintillating, nerve-wracking as well, lip-smacking. You can give it multiple adjectives. 11 runs in 6 balls. Who is going to bell the cat? Who is going for that last over? Many years ago in the Hero Cup final, Sachin Tendulkar had gone and taken the ball himself from the then captain, I think it was Azharuddin. We were playing the West Indies. Sachin Tendulkar took the ball in the last over And he defended a very, very small total of 6 or 8 runs in that last over. And India had won that match. So that was the complete audacity, gumption, guts, courage of that young Tendulkar, who grabbed the ball out of his captain's hands. All the other bowlers were nervous to bowl that over. It was a match in Kolkata, in India. And of course, you know how nerve-wracking it is for a bowler to concede winning runs in his last over. Mutadu comes to bowl, I guess. Yes, it looks like Mutadu from here. 11 runs, 6 balls. Who is going to win this one? Oh, and just falling short of mid-wicket. Now 5 balls, 10 runs. It's 5 balls, 10 runs. 3 centuries in a T20 match. How often can you see that? Unbelievable. 5 balls, 10 runs. Captain Ronak Dole Patil not out on 107. Punit Samant 105. 222. The double Nelson on the scoreboard. Mamma mia. What is going to happen there? Ooh la la la. High, 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 and bye-bye. That's a sixer. And that one is gone for an overseas holiday. 228, 4 runs to win in 4 balls. 4 to win in 4 balls. Extremely exasperating and excruciating for a team to be on the brink of a negative result after scoring 231. But it's not yet over till the fat lady sings 4 runs and 4 balls. Anything can happen. The match can go anyway. Lady Luck can smile on any side. You never know. Life is full of uncertainties. Many a time the Titanic was considered unsinkable, but it did go to the bottom of the ocean. For now, Ronak Dole Patil facing Mutadu's bowling. Short pitch ball, that's high, 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 high as the trump towers and falls between the fielders on the leg side. 2 runs taken there. Ronak Dole Patil swift with the feet. 115 is the score. 2 runs needed to win in 3 balls. 2 runs and 3 balls can be done with singles. Remember that. It can't be done with dot balls. Can get difficult if a wicket falls. Mutadu to Ronak. 115 not out. On the verge of... Pulled away for a boundary in the square leg area for a thumping, unimaginable, unbelievable, stupendous, unprecedented target of 232. Chased by the team batting second. A mammoth, incomprehensible effort there by Parmar All-Stars. Punit Balan Super Kings would have never thought for a moment that they would lose after scoring 231 for 3. And they would have never dreamt that they will lose without loss by 10 wickets. A match where 265 runs were scored. 465 runs were scored in 40 overs. Ronak Dole Patil 119 of 63 balls, 11 boundaries, 7 sixes, not out. Punit Samant 105, 56 balls, 10 boundaries, 5 sixes, not out. In the end, an incomprehensible, miraculous and magical victory. And Ronak Sagar Dholi Patil is the man of the match. Undoubtedly. Captain's innings, 119. Then fabulous wicket keeping as well. So, yes. Vishal, हे मॅचच्या शीट्स घेऊन जा विशाल. Congratulations to the defending champions, Parmar All Stars. Commiserations to Punit Balan Super Kings. You guys played amazing and no shame in losing that kind of a match in the last over. Congratulations on putting up a great score and putting up a great fight as well. Congratulations. Well played, Punit Samant. You played it out of your skin. And Ronak Dholi Patil, well, Pune Club will not forget this victory. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure to bring this match. Suhana, Maza Aa Gaya, Club Cricket League, the T20 white ball tournament of the Pune Club from the Pune Club ground, day one. First match won by Jaguars, second match won by Parmar All Stars. And tomorrow we start at 1 o'clock in the match between Jaguars and Balan Super Kings at 1 p.m. sharps. We will meet you again live on YouTube on the Pratham Sports channel and Cricket Heroes at 1 p.m. sharp. Until then, from the Pune Club grounds at the Suhana Club Cricket League, this is your host and commentator Rahul Chitsagar wishing all our viewers on YouTube and on the ground bye-bye. God bless. Good night. See you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Yes, all the teams tomorrow, Jaguars and Balan Super Kings, you please report here at 12 p.m. We have to do a toss, give the team sheets.